What the hell? Whoa! I'm dying to a freaking wagon? Somebody help! The moment stories become one. Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. And of course, Iron Cameraman here with you too. And after such an epic start, I really hope the rest of this video will be just as fun for you. Elite Cameraman is the biggest YouTuber doing skibidi toilet breakdowns, but he hasn't been on the channel for more than 4 months. The last thing we know about him is this comment, where he roughly explained the situation. Also, in his video Guess Who's Back, he already mentioned that he's been focused on Roblox games. But there are way too many questions. And as always, not enough answers. So I decided that this interview would be the perfect chance to lift the curtain a bit on what's really going on. Before we start, drop a like if you've also missed Elite like I did. And don't forget to subscribe, that's how I recharge my iron suit. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start the interview with the most important question. Are you Creekcraft? He answered, Lol, we'll never know. Looks like it's just not meant for us to find out the truth, guys. In your comment, you already explained why you put YouTube on pause. I felt sad when I heard about your IRL problems. Now that a couple of months have passed, are things better? Has life normalized for you? Life is good. I never really went through a sad phase, to be honest. It was just busy and still is, but I'm not complaining about it. You already showed us a concept with a redesign of your character. Can you show or tell us anything else about it? I wish I could, but there isn't more to it. There was a mock-up Boom made for me which was a little different than the concept I showed, but besides that, I didn't get it finished because I stopped posting. If anyone wants to finish the design and import it into SFM, I can say these. The thought behind it was that TV Woman left Elite Cameraman and he was done with her. No more simping and actually joined the fight against the Astros. I'd have a jetpack similar to what Camera Woman had, and I'd be a melee character with some mechanical gauntlets for higher punch power. Well, friends, that's some very interesting info. Turns out Boom himself actually made some kind of redesign concept for Elite Cameraman. Now, I'm really curious to see what Boom's version looks like, and if we take into account that TV Woman will eventually leave Elite as well, I don't envy her at all. Basically, both Simp and Elite aren't with her anymore. So who's going to win her heart? Looks like you'll need to be at least Plunger Man or a Titan, nothing less. Next, I wanted to clarify something about his pause on the channel and asked, you mentioned that your scriptwriter isn't quite at the level you need yet, and that's why you're not rushing with new videos. If after a lot of editing and corrections there's still no progress, would you consider looking for another person? I don't think I'm looking more into it. I tried a few times, but unless someone locks in and makes like 50 videos and tries to perfect my style, it's impossible, because the channel has a lot of history, and I can't really spend time teaching someone both skibidi lore and all dramas and all lore about the analysis, YouTubers, blah blah. There is so much that goes into it. Makes sense. Replacing a YouTuber and copying their style in a way that goes unnoticed is almost impossible. Even in my case, though I have 2 scriptwriters in my team, I always try to make edits or add my own vision so the videos keep more or less a unified style. As you can imagine, it still takes time that Elite Cameraman doesn't have, since Roblox takes up so much of his energy. And if he gave the channel entirely to a scriptwriter and stopped overseeing it, it would be a huge mistake. The channel would completely lose its face and stop being what it used to be. The next question was a bit less serious. Imagine you suddenly needed a successor, but you could only choose from skibidi toilet analysts. Who do you think could pick up the scriptwriter's pen and carry on your mission? There's clearly one iron candidate here. I know who I'd pick. Honestly, I don't know because I haven't watched analysis content in a long time, but for the sake of this interview, I'll say yes, since we have the same AI voice. Of course, that was just a joke question, guys, but his answer came out pretty funny. Lucky me that I happened to pick the same voice as Elite. Fun fact, Originally, I didn't plan to stick with this voice, but since I didn't like any other one, I ended up keeping it. Over time, this voice became natural to me, so I stuck with it. And since I touched on analysts, I also decided to ask him about skibidi multiverses. But Elite said that he hasn't watched a single multiverse episode in a long time, so he couldn't say anything about that topic. The next question was, judging by Boom's animation, it looks like you achieved your goal. TV Woman is with you now, and Simp Cameraman powered up into a Giga Chad. What are your next steps? Or is the mission fully accomplished and there won't be any continuation? For now, I don't think I'll be uploading anything, but never say never. Maybe one day I'll get bored and come back. Considering his answer about the redesign of Elite Cameraman and that TV Woman left him, it's safe to say that we'll definitely see the continuation of this story. But for that, we'll need to wait for his return to YouTube, which makes sense. So let's wait. Then I asked this. Just hypothetically, do you see yourself doing something other than Roblox in the future? If yes, what ideas do you have? Right now, it's whatever seems fun. I'm still learning Roblox and making simple games to get used to the platform faster. That's how I learned YouTube back in the day. I think soon I'll stop making these simple trend games and move on to bigger projects. My long-term goal is to create my own IP, like Boom created Skibidi, and alongside a Roblox game, make an animated series for it on YouTube. I really want to get that 10 million button. Wow, that's such a cool goal, and funny enough, it's very similar to my own long-term goal. I don't want to reveal too much right now to keep some intrigue, but as soon as my team and I have something ready and close to release, we'll definitely keep you updated. All right, earlier we joked about the face reveal with Creekcraft, but seriously now, will there ever be a real face reveal from you? Elite Cameraman answered. The thing is, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think it fits. It's worse than the dream face reveal situation, because Elite Cameraman already has a face and voice. It's a cameraman. Anything else would break the immersion, in my opinion. But I'm sure if people did some digging, they could find my voice somewhere. And I decided to wrap up the interview with these words. And finally, I just want to wish you luck with all your goals. Also, I want to say that you were the YouTuber who inspired me to start translating my videos into English. Without you, the Iron Cameraman project probably wouldn't even exist in the form it does now. Even the branding of my channel was influenced by your character. And that's just a small example of the impact you've had on the skibidi community. I'm sure there are plenty of others, creators and viewers alike, who feel the same way. Appreciate it. Hopefully you and all the other analysis YouTubers achieve what you want as well. It's great to be a part of a community that's very engaging. I'm also glad to be part of the skibidi community. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this interview with Elite Cameraman. Considering his ambition and talent, I'm sure sooner or later he'll come back to YouTube. I have no doubt about it. Elite and Iron is out.